Hello and welcome to the WFO Racing League's special event tonight. Very special event. We are doing this in honor of a good friend of WFO's and one of the main reasons that WFO exists today. We lost that friend a year ago, and this race is going to happen every year at WFO Racing League as a memorial to him. His name was Tim the Truckin' Legend. Some called him Tim the Farming Legend. But we mostly knew him as a brother to some of us, and especially the founding members and the owners, Hal and I. If it hadn't been for Tim, Hal and I would have never met. WFO may have never existed. So every year, same time around the time he died, we're going to make sure that we put some kind of race up. We chose the K&N car, and we chose Michigan, mostly due to the fact that it was known that the K&N car was one of Tim's favorite cars, and I know that Michigan was one of his absolute favorite racetracks. So this is for you, Tim McBrayer. I know you're watching over us and listening to us, so we're going to do this one for you, buddy. All right, cars are headed out on the track right now. What's going on, Nation?
I'm trying to find the goddamn Oh, wait, I can't swear tonight, can I?
No.
Some of them.
Might have the wrong people watching. We can't do that. I think we're live. I got the thing on my phone, so pretty sure it's working.
Yes, sir, we are live.
Doing this for Tim. When Tim left this earth, he was 66 years old, so we're going to do a lap tonight for every year that Tim was on this earth. Tim McBrayer, that is. So that's going to be 66 laps. Tim's chosen car number was 25. There's going to be a mandatory caution on lap 25 tonight in Tim's honor. That's a fact, Nation.
I'm trying to pop off the the darn chat.
The gosh darn chat.
Gosh darn chat.
You've got to pop the gosh darn chat up, people.
As clean as I get.
That's right. So they're 2x2 around here right now, getting ready to take the green flag here at Michigan. We're going to bring you 66 laps of exciting racing with our ARCA Menard Series cars. You see the pace car dipping off right now on the pit road. Small field tonight, but a proud one.
Green flag.
And there they go. They're green flagging racing. 10 car of Enrique Fagande starting on the pole. He's got Greg Rourke in the 48 on the outside. And I don't know why my trading paints ain't working, Nation. It's on. I just turned it on, so we're going to do a refresh so we can get a look at some of these slick paint jobs out here.
It looks like it's working.
There we go. Enrique's in a plain white car.
No, sir, he's in that Valvoline car.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. The Valvoline car's Greg Rourke in the 48. Enrique's the 10 car, Nation.
Both in Valvoline cars.
The 10 is plain white to me.
Oh, no, the 10 and the 48 are both Valvoline.
No, I don't see the Valvoline on the 10, so I don't know what's going on. But I see Hal in a black car.
There's some hard racing going on up there.
I'll get a closer look at Hal's paint here because I think Nation built him There it is right there on the hood. That's the new paint you made for Hal tonight, isn't it? The Tim McBrayer paint, Nation. It's got McBrayer trucking on the hood.
Yes, sir. But it's the back of
Tim McBrayer, the GOAT. right on the back.
Oh, yeah.
You see him racing around Hal. Hal kind of caught in the middle there. He's got Blankenship in the 8 on the inside.
Yeah, he's in a tight spot.
That green and black Big Hill Media car. We're working lap 3 of 66 here tonight. All right, so it looks like Hal's going to be fall back here to about the 5th position.
He's in the 5th, yes.
Now the paint's updated. I see that the 10 car is a Valvoline car. In fact, it's the identical paint job to the 48.
Right. That's
That
what I
means
was
they
saying.
downloaded it from the same place on Trading Paints, didn't they, Nation?
He did, and I would never do that.
There's Tim Hamlet's 49. Tim, you got special paint on there we need to look at?
No, sir. Just my H&M.
Oh, he's got his H&H WFO Racing paint.
That Van Halen shit going on.
We had some people disconnect tonight. You know anything about that, Tim?
I came in late.
Tolman, Skipper.
I don't know if they just didn't feel confident because of practice. Car handle's pretty good, but get speed out of it, you got to be a little bit aggressive with it.
Yeah, I'd rather be in the broadcast booth tonight. I was able to turn, what did I turn? 100 and some laps here the other night.
How'd you do?
I led 98 of 100 laps and got loose out of 4 and finished second.
Last lap?
Coming out of 4 for the checkered.
That's-
But, I mean, I had to race one. I was 20 foot from the start-finish line, and the freaking caution come out. Right before I took the white flag, I was 20 feet from getting the white flag. Which would have sealed the deal for me. I had about a 4-second lead then. I spent all night dominating, checking out from the field, and we got 2 green-white checkers, and on the last one I got loose out of 4, and it lost it. Finished second right at the line. So it was kind of a tough pill to swallow, but I'm up in the top 100 in points, and I'm killing everybody in Road to Pro on laps led. I've led 428 laps out of 723 possible. So I'd say over the first 6 or 7 races that I've been pretty dominant. Meanwhile, up front, Enrique is about to have company, Nation. And that company looks like the 61 car of Corey Cook.
Can I start swearing now?
Yeah, I don't care if you swear or not.
I'm not supposed to
I
swear.
never did. I didn't care if you did or not. I didn't care.
Yes, you did. You said
I
I couldn't
really
swear. Last night you said I couldn't swear.
I didn't even talk to you last night.
Or the other night.
I don't think I've talked to you since Tuesday night, Nation.
I think it was Wednesday night.
I wasn't on here Wednesday night. That was last night.
Well, some of 'em a bitch.
I'm not drinking my country time. Don't have me in the right mood.
That's where it's at. You fucked it up by not drinking the goddamn country time.
That's probably what happened.
I don't know. Whatever you did.
I probably fucked it up.
You did.
Well, we're 10 of the 66 laps complete now, Nation, and we're caution-free. But we are about to have a lead battle up here. We're going to stick with it. You see the 61 of Corey Cook in the wall. So that battle's going to end.
What are we doing? 25?
Corey Cook gets into the outside wall. He's going to have competition from the 48 of Greg Ruark, but Ruark's going to clear him. Now the 61 might look underneath of him for the crossover here. And it's going to happen. They're side by side for second place.
It looks like the Warren's got that 3 car right on his ass.
Yeah, the 61's going to get back around the 48 here. We're going to go back and find a 49 car of Tim Hamlet, who's in the booth with us, by the way. Tim has gotten around the 3 car Hal Lamy, and Tim's marching forward right now.
Yeah, car gets tight about now. We're at lap 11 or.
There's the Tim McBrayer car right there, that 3 car Hal Lamy. That's a slick-looking paint job right there, Nation. I wonder who painted that.
I wish I knew.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the logo looks a lot like the logo Tim ran on his car.
You remember when he told me to make that for him?
Yes, I do.
It was Hippie that put it on his ATS truck.
Yep. I do
Well,
recall
Hal
that.
wanted that on that. He wanted that on there, and I was like, all right, I'll do it.
There's Leandro Castro, made the race tonight in 02 car right here. He's got an odd paint job, but a pretty cool one. Burt Wilson rejoining the racing tonight in a 70 car. I think it's probably the first race I've seen Burt here all season, and we're done with the season, Nation.
We are done.
We finished the season up, a couple of weeks ago? Crowned our champions?
Oh, we weren't supposed to be doing any broadcasting, but here we are.
I told you that we were doing one more, the Tim McBrayer Memorial Race, and that's why we're here.
I'm allowed to say God damn it, right?
Yes, you can.
Cool, because that's cool as fuck.
The race is only 66 laps long. Nation, I think you can handle that. It'll be over by 10 o'clock.
But I have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, my God.
That's a complete lie.
I know it is.
It's a total lie.
It takes you like 30 minutes to drive to where the van's at or the buses are.
Yeah, and I don't gotta be there till like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
Hey, but at least I was honest enough to tell you that.
Honest enough to tell me a lie?
Yes. So technically, it was an honest lie.
Tim, do you got your boots on?
It's deep.
Oh,
It is
you're gonna need
deep,
some boots.
So this second place thing has changed hands again. 48 car Greg Rourke moved up to second, and I'm telling you right now, that 61 in that wall is like a magnet.
Third time.
Third time, Tim says. Yeah, you got a whole windshield view of that every time he hits that wall, don't you, Tim? I see Tim working a little different line, but I'm going to tell you right now, Hal Lamy is able to close the gap up a little bit on you there, Tim.
Yeah, the line I was talking.
I think he's been following you. I think he's seen what you're doing, the line you're running, and he's kind of mimicking it now, and seems to be working out for him.
Hal would like to come up to the booth, I think.
I ain't dragging his ass up here.
Well, he'll be all right until he gets wrecked.
Well, he promised me he wasn't going to wreck or scratch the paint, but he couldn't say somebody else won't scratch.
Hal, are you going to scratch that paint tonight?
I don't plan on it.
You hear that, Nation?
I don't think he will, but somebody else will scratch it.
So no more fitting than to have Hal Lamy up here tonight, WFO's most popular driver, and running that very familiar McBrayer Trucking logo on there.
Sure.
66 laps for Tim McBrayer tonight. The trucking legend, the farming legend, the legend, period.
The GOAT.
The founder
Been a long
of the WFO.
long year without him.
I don't think we're going to have enough fuel to go up.
I only got 6 left.
You see that third, fourth, and fifth are kind of coming together here. The 61 of Corey Cooks, that first black car. Then you got the 49 of Tim Hamlet, and I'll tell you, they got company too. But I believe he's on fresh tires and fuel. The 23.
I can barely hear you, Vern.
I said I believe the 23 is on fresh tires, and he's got
he
a
is.
tank of fuel
Good.
coming off pit road. See how Amy moving up the track a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Green flag pit stops are underway. Leaders are on pit road. There's Ruark right there in the 48, 61 Corey Cook. Enrique's already went there. That's going to hand the lead over to... no, Enrique's still out. Man, Enrique's up to a 4.2 second lead, Nation.
Well, it ain't going to last forever.
It ain't going to last forever. Well, the thing about it is the longer he stays out here, or can stay out here, I might say, the more we've seen how much faster the 23 car was on fresh tires when he went around Howland then.
Just
Right.
shy on for the 25 caution, so we're going to have to go out and come back.
Got to pit every 20 laps. You have to pit a couple times tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How many laps can you go, Tim?
It's like 23, 24.
Yeah, you might be able to stretch it then if you can do 23.
Yeah, not now.
See Rick Fagone right there, Enrique Del Toro, Fagande, Escobar, McDaniel II. The leader's on pit road right now. Lap 20, B21 at the line. You see Tim Hamlet, Hal Amy, all three making their way to pit road here. All right, let's see the McBrayer trucking crew go to work here on that 3-car, Hal. See a good pit stop. Watching them come up to his pit stall. Got to have complete silence, Nation, like golfing.
Boom, he did it.
Oh, he had to back up. He overshot his pit.
Damn it, Hal.
All right, the crew's to work on it. They're invisible. That's going to be the McBrayer trucking crew tonight. You hired them right out of Tim McBrayer's shop, didn't you, Hal?
That,
You got Tim McBrayer's old crew on that car tonight or what?
yeah. Didn't help I slid through my box.
We seen it.
All right, buddy. It's all right, man. Don't worry about it.
All right, so Enrique was the leader, but as you can see, the 61 of Corey Cook's going to slip around him here. It's going to hand the lead over to Corey Cook, so we'll have to see what the fresh tires on the Enrique 10 Valvoline car can do. He's hunting them down. Diana's in the chat, Nation. You didn't even tell me. Or
I
how.
didn't even see it.
Yes. Hi,
Hello,
Diana.
Where's my
Oh,
goddamn
that was close
taco?
right there. Corey Cook is now under fire from the 10 car of Enrique. They're side by side. 61 and 10. That race is over now. 10 car back to the front. Enrique Del Toro, Fagande, Escobar, McDaniel II. Your leader.
The second.
There's Rourke. 48 car working under the 61. He's going to get him cleared right now. He went all the way to the bottom to get that one done. Four-wheel drifted that thing up the track, but he's going to make it stick on him. So that is going to move Ruark to number P2 there, Nation. Greg Ruark.
I was thinking Hal would pick up a couple spots.
Tell you guys might be in trouble. I think Ruark's getting used to that new steering wheel and that sim rig that he got, Hal.
Yeah, he's doing good.
That's pretty cool. In Discord, it says he's streaming the Tim McBrayer Memorial Race. So he's got a live stream going on of his incarnation. And we're going to do a quick through the field since we haven't done it yet. We're coming up close to halfway point here. Your leader is Enrique, driving a number 10 Valvoline car. Second place is going to be the other Valvoline car. That's the 48 of Greg Ruark. Ruark having a good run here in Michigan tonight. Third place right now is that black car, the 61 of Corey Cook, the Good Wrench service car. Corey been up around the top 2 or 3 all night, but he's definitely had his share of problems putting stripes down the side of that car and marks on the wall. But he's keeping it pointing in the right direction right now, and it's working for him. So P4, you're going to see the number 23. That's Joseph Andewar. We know that Andewar short pitted these guys a little bit, so he was out on fresh tires for a few laps. Andewar driving a Twitch car tonight. He's going to have a whole bumper full of the 02 right there, Leandro Castro. But Castro, will get to him when we get back there. We got a caution?
Got to throw it.
Huh?
We got to throw it.
Oh, yeah. We didn't, nobody threw it. There we go. This
I was
is
working it.
the mandatory caution in honor of our lost friend, Tim McBrayer. "25 laps complete." That was Tim's car number, the number 25. Rest in peace, man. Hope you're tuned into this thing. We got to do it right for you. Ain't that right, Nation?
That is exactly right.
Hey, you guys don't know this was his favorite track.
I know. That's why we're here. What was his
Here
favorite
we
car?
are.
That Big Mac.
The Big Mac 25 car. You're exactly right. He loved his Big Mac paint. He
I
loved
wish I
it.
would have known that.
He loved the K&N car, and he loved Michigan, the Speedway. Those are all true stories. Nation,
Sure.
what I'd give just one more time for him to come in and talk to us, man.
Yeah, man. That was some fun shit.
Just one more time. We were fortunate to get this speak with him, right before we lost them.
Yes, sir.
And I've thought about that a few times, and had he not come in and talked to us, I don't even know how much worse I would have felt. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think there would have been a WFO.
Well, I don't know. It's they say it gets easier, and that you don't miss a person as much, but I think it's wrong. I think
Well, I mean, I've lost my parents.
Right.
It hurts, but it never goes away.
it never goes away. Every time you think about it, you're like, man, what would I give just to sit down and have another conversation with them, or.
Exactly.
But I know one day we're all going to be there, and we're going to see them again.
Yeah.
So
Might have to delay that, Tim.
Enrique's
bro?
still the
We may
leader.
have to delay it. We're still pacing, but the green, and once we get lined up, I don't know where we're going to be at.
And when we go back to green, I will do a through the field. You guys going to get them lined up here?
You gonna do a 3x3?
That's what it looks like, Nation. So as they do the 3x3, as they come around this lap, we're going to observe the whole lap of silence. Can we do that, Nation?
We can do that.
All right. So here we go, starting right
Unless
now.
I can swear.
Tim McBrayer, this is for you, buddy. All right, there they go, 2x2. We're going to do a restart, do some racing for Tim McBrayer now.
Back into competitive mode.
Yep, back into competitive mode. There you go. From memorial mode to competitive.
I forgot I had you turned down in Discord, and when my car's running, I can barely.
So 2x2, I would say all the way out the gate and down the street, Nation, but we got 10 of them out there tonight.
That's not bad.
It's still a field, isn't it?
It is a
Thanks
field.
for the ones that showed up for it.
That's right. We do appreciate every driver that showed up tonight. And we're going to do it through the field to show you who's still in it. At lap 30. We're going to let you know that. I'm surprised little Garrett Robinson missed it.
Yeah, me too.
Messaged me earlier and asked me what time, and I told him. So they're
here they
essentially
go on
2
this
by
one.
2 by 2 by 2 by 1, Nation. And we are
Time
pace
to go.
car in. 2 Valvoline cars on the front road.
Green flag,
That's
green flag.
Pagone and Ruark, and they're green flag and racing. Greg Ruark in the number 48 did not get going. That's going to let the 10 car of Enrique Del Toro Fagande Escobar McDaniel II check out a little bit here.
How the fuck do you remember that shit?
I don't know, but that fucking name's too long to keep repeating. You see Tim Hamlet back there going for it in third on the high side. Tim Hamlet's got third on the high side. He's going to go around the 23 car there of Joseph Andewar. Oh, look at Hamlet going after the 48. Greg Ruark. Tim looks like he's got a pretty fast hot rod right here. I think after that long green flag run to start this thing and you know, the mandatory caution there for the moment of silence, that you probably don't want to let yourself fall too far behind that leader, and that's what these guys are trying to avoid. Tim.
Stuck in a battle on the first few laps. It's hard to catch back up.
All right, so our through the field real quick. Your leader, the 10 car, Enrique Del Toro Fagande Escobar McDaniel II, Nation. P1, Greg Ruark in the number 48 is P2 for right now, but he's about ready to get a whole bumper full of the 49 there, Tim Hamlet. Hamlet working that car pretty good at halfway point of the race right now. Look like you got a pretty good race car under you there, Tim.
Yes, sir. I got to see how I got to work myself a little bit better than I did on last run, saving some tires. It's a little bit funny towards.
Well, good luck to you there. Going to go back to P4 right now. That'll be the 23 car of Joseph Andewar. That's the Twitch car. Andewar, though, is about ready to get some company from the 3 car back there. As they're working lap 34, you see the two different lines in the corner there that the 3 and the 23 are going to use. Speaking of that 3 car, that's going to be none other than Hal Lamy sitting back in the 5th position. Hal looks like it's go time for him as we see him closing in on the back of the 23. Oh, there's a run right there. We're going to stay with this just for a minute because you see the 3 car going to look on the underneath the 23 here, right on the bottom. Coming into turn 1, they're side by side. Andor on the high side, Hal Lamy on the bottom. Oh, doesn't quite get him cleared. And it looks like the 23 is going to maintain that position. I think Hal's going to have to get another run and take another shot at it. But I'll tell you, another car moving into the picture is the 61 of Corey Cook. Corey Cook currently scored in the 6th position, P6 on the racetrack. We've seen Cook running up in the top 3, Corey Cook running up in the top 3 for most of the first half of the race. Like the pit stops might have got him shuffled back a little bit. Car don't look like it's beat up too bad, though, Nation.
No, it looks good.
That's good racing right
I
there,
got a
too. 4th,
cat
5th,
bothering
6th, 7th. You got a what?
Goddamn cat bothering me.
I didn't even know you had a cat. I knew you had a dog.
Yeah, I got 2 cats.
Oh, that's close racing right there. 61 and 23, Andor and Corey Cook. Corey Cook right up on the back bumper of that 23 car. Hal Lamy got around the 23, so you move Hal up to the 4th position now. 61 car all over the back, and you got the doing the through the field. You got Leandro Castro back there in the 0-2, sitting in the 7th spot. He's about ready to join this battle. He's got a lot of company, though, from the 70 of Burt Wilson. Burt Wilson running in the 8th position. He's going to look to the inside. There's a lot of racing and passing going on right here. Back behind this racing, though, you'll find the 8 car, Steve Blankenship, my buddy. Nation,
Never
you hate
heard
him,
of
don't
him.
you? I think Nation said he hated him.
I've never heard of him.
Oh, Andor, something happened to him. I seen the 8 car have to make a little quick maneuver there. Then back of the field is going to be the 00 of Ryan Daniels, so that's your through the field. 29 laps to go here. And now we're getting to the front where the battle's at. The battle of the oil. The Valvoline oil, Nation. And don't look back too far. You got a H&H car, Tim McBrayer, moving in on these two. And we're about to have a 3-car battle. You see the difference?
Watch those boys.
You see the difference between the 10 and the 48 yet, Nation?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I don't know. It's a different. What the fuck? I don't know. I'm just kind of sitting here watching this shit.
Well, the back.
Oh, I mean, this stuff.
The back of the cars are different, for one. The other difference is the 10 car is a Pontiac, and the 48 is a Chevrolet. Or it might be a Dodge.
They ain't made a Pontiac in like 20 years.
Well, that's what he's got on the front of that 10 car.
I'm just saying.
That's a Dodge, the 48 car, so not a Chevrolet, a Dodge.
Oh, that's his downfall.
So we have the Pontiac Grand Prix leading, the Dodge in second. Now we're going to find a Chevrolet, it looks like. That'll be the 49 of Tim Hamlet. And if Tim wants to deny it, I'm pretty sure the Impala SS on the front of Hal's car gives it away.
Oh, Tim is not going to say, hey, this is a Chevy.
No, he might say it's a Ford.
Yeah, he's going to put a fucking Ford logo on it.
All right, so the battle's for second right now. Ruark up there fighting with the 10 car. He might have made his tires a little bit angry because I see the 49 closing right up on him. You can see Fagonda's trying to get away from these guys. I do know they're going to have to make another pit stop, Nation. And
I can't see how many laps are left.
I'd be slamming that sumbitch on pit road here in the next 5 laps.
It's 66 laps. Is that correct?
Yes, we got 25 to go. 41 complete. Top right corner of the screen.
God damn it.
Top right hand
I'm not
corner
watching
of the
the
screen.
goddamn
Nation.
YouTube. I'm watching the fucking iRacing.
Holy crap. You don't have to cuss at us.
I mean, I am not watching the beautiful YouTube. I'm watching the beautiful iRacing.
The beautiful YouTube, huh? It is.
I call that bullshit.
Our stream is nice, man.
It probably is, yeah.
Big Mac 2.01.
Oh, you're running the Big Mac.
Yes, I'm running the Big Mac.
You magnificent bastard.
I know it. Really big. Big Mac's a magnificent bastard, Nation.
But you're the one that set it up.
Yes, I did.
You did, and then you did it all by yourself.
All right, and here comes Ruark making another run towards the 10 car. Looked like he might have cooled his tires down. Maybe he refined his line a little bit. What's he doing different, Tim?
He was just taking a break for a few laps, is what I looked at.
Cooling the tires off a little, maybe?
Yeah, and I'm sure Ricky's really running all that hard, actually.
Yeah, I don't know that he is either. I know that I bet that if short, you might have a guy short pit you a lap or two right here. You're coming up with 22 to go, and I know you guys can make it all the way from there. So we're going to look back there. I haven't seen anyone go to pit road yet, but I probably have sent it down there. What about you, Nation?
Fucking send it, dude.
Send that bitch on pit road, 4 tires and fuel. And I'm going to run this sumbitch out on the floor.
You're goddamn Vern, so you always take 4 tires and fuel. Except that one time.
Yeah, and he got loose out of turn 4 the other night, lost the race
And
over
you
it.
fucked it up.
Lost the fucking race over it, Nation. Man, I'll tell you, the 48 got
you
everything he
always
could out of
take
that corner.
4 tires and fuel.
Yeah, and the one time I didn't was in the Road to Pro the other night, and it cost me the fucking race, so.
Yes, it did. So, what did we learn there?
We didn't learn a goddamn thing, Nation.
Yes, we did. We learned always take 4 tires and fuel.
Tim Hamlet seen me restart at Rockingham with like 16, 17 lap older tires than the rest of the field. Stay out and still win it, didn't you, Tim?
Yes, sir. I was going to say, you usually take 4 tires and fuel unless I'm crew chiefing and I mess something up and you don't get fuel.
Man, Ruark had ran him down again, but it looks like Ruark's starting to run out of racetrack coming out of Ford. Maybe the car's plowing a little bit too much there.
Yeah, it definitely
Looks like it is.
Hi, Mama Riddle.
Oh, shit, there's Mama Riddle.
Say it, Nation.
Hi, Mama Riddle.
There you go. Look how, you see how Nation tries to get all sweet and innocent?
Well, I didn't even see her. I'm sorry. God damn it.
She said hi through Diana, is why you didn't see her. But that just shows Diana that you don't read the chat, Nation.
Oh, so I'm the bad guy then.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, Hal Amy has a lot of company. The 61 of Corey Cook up there trying to make a move now. This is for the 4th position. But Burt Wilson in the 70 car is starting to turn it on. We've seen Burt driving through the field. Corey Cook side by side with the 3-car Hal Amy. Hal's not going to give it up without a fight here.
Wait, how many cautions are there?
There's been 1 mandatory. And Hal's going to edge him out a little down the straightaway. Still side by side, but it looks like the 61's going to clear the 3 car, and the 70 car is going to move in behind them. Nope, 70 car is going to make it to pit road right here. He might be the first one I've seen pit.
Yeah, Al needs a pit.
The 10, the 48, and the 49 car is still out on the racetrack. Yeah, if I was Hal Lamy, I'd bring that sumbitch down pit road this lap. Go down there and get me 3 tires and fuel. Fuck 2, fuck 4, taking 3, nation.
That's one way to put it.
We don't need that fucking left front. It ain't doing nothing.
I ain't doing shit.
61 of Corey Cook on pit road. 3 car Hal Lamy bringing it in right behind him. This will be the final pit stop of the race for these guys. One more time.
He's got to lay on the fucking brake hard when he comes in the pit road.
One more time, we're going to watch the pit stop happen on the 3-car nation. We want to see the McBrayer trucking crew come out. Too bad we can't see the crew.
Oh, they ain't worth a fucking.
Hal can see him, but we can't. And the car's down on the right sides. Now it's up on the left sides. So 4 tire stop for the 3, and he's off. And he come close to beating the 61 out of there. So good pit stop for the 3-car Hal Lamy. He's got to get it up through the gears right here. Get it back on track.
The fuck? I didn't do anything, Diana. That's fucked up, dude.
I think she figured you out, man.
She was
So you
supposed to
see
send
the-
us tacos, dude, and we didn't get tacos.
Pit road's busy. See Tim Hamlet and the 48 car up there. Greg Rourke, both of them coming back out on the racetrack. Vagone just now coming down pit road, so he's going to be probably the last one to bring it to the attention of his crew. Give up the lead doing it. We're going to see how this changes out, though, what one lap can do, or who was even better maybe on pit road there, nation. I see Greg Rourke being showed in the 2nd position right now. Tim Hamlet 3rd, Corey Cook 4th, Hal Lamy 5th. So all that's going to stay the same through the pit stops, but the gaps can change depending on how many lap differences there were on pit. And right now we see the 10 car just now coming off pit road, getting up to speed here. And the 48 is coming up behind him. And I believe he's going to go around him right here. He does. So 1 lap difference on pit stops, and the 48 has gotten by the 10 car of Enrique Del Toro Fagande Escobar McDaniel II.
I don't even know why you go through all that shit.
I forgot his real name now.
I think his name is Eddie.
Eddie. That's Rick Fagone. That's his name, nation.
Are you sure?
It is Rick Fagone.
Oh, there's your boy right there, Garrett Robinson.
Oh, Get It finally shows up. Get It? Were you sleeping, Get It?
No, I was out at a buddy's house.
So Tim Hamlet back there in the 3rd spot right now. Tim, you got a little bit of distance to make up, buddy. Gonna be able to do it here?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hope they get up, that Rick gets back up there and starts battling.
Yeah, and they
That'll make things a little easier.
burn their tires up a little bit. How's the car feel, Tim?
Good on new tires.
Good deal. You hold it
It
to the
should-
floor or what?
No, you can't do that.
That's
You got to breathe it. Turn 1 for at least for the first 8 laps, and you got to really breathe.
All right, 4th spot right behind him. Corey Cook in the 61 car. But still in the top 5. He's been in the top 5 all night. 3 car Hal Lamy. The McBrayer Trucking 3-car tonight. Hal, do you got anything for him, buddy?
I don't have anything for him.
Hal said he ain't got nothing for him.
He promised me he wouldn't scratch it, but I said if anybody else scratched it, I'll deal with them later.
Well, I'll tell you what, Hal, why don't you just let go of the steering wheel and see if Tim McBrayer will take it away for you?
Right?
Let it go dead.
Just go dead stick,
I'm gonna go
Hal.
dead stick. Yeah.
Excuse me, I was dead stick.
All right. The 10 car is hunting down the 48 of Greg Rourke. There's about a half a second gap between them. 0.5 of a second. For anyone that don't know what half a second is, Nation.
It's 5/10.
0.5. And it stays about 0.5 right here. 48 car. Greg Rourke, the leader. Reading the chat, Nation. Reading it.
God damn it.
Oh, about 1/10 of a second knocked off right there from the 10 car Fagond. Rick Fagond is on a mission, but will he overheat the right front tire? Remember, there's only about a lap difference between these two on tires. And I don't know if that lap will be that big of a deal or not. 0.4 of a second as Rourke brings that 48 car out of turn 4 to the start-finish line. 9 laps to go this time for that race leader. Second place, 0.4 of a second back still, Rick Fagone. Third place back there, he's going to be a little bit farther back, but I think he's knocked a little bit off the time there, haven't you, Tim?
It depends on if I hit my line right.
So Tim shaved a little bit off there. The 49 does have some speed in it. But you never know if there'll be a caution or what might happen here. Then we see the 61, Corey Cook. Then we got Hal Lamy right there in the 3 car. Hal, I believe you're chasing him down.
Trying.
Did you let Tim take the wheel?
Yeah.
Tim, take the wheel, get it done, won't he, Garrett?
Yep.
Hal'd be zipping through that field like his ass was on fire, wouldn't
Yeah, he might be zipping through the wall.
he? Zipping through the wall. And then blaming it on you, huh, Garrett?
Yep.
No, that was wasn't it Eli he did that too?
Yeah.
Me?
He got madder than hell at Eli. Eli wasn't even nowhere near him.
I won't ever forget that.
Oh, look at Hal Lamy. He's got some speed going underneath the 61 car.
You gotta have 'em.
I'm watching that lead gap, too. It stayed about the same, so we're going to stay back here where the race is at, side by side for the 4th position. I think Tim McBrayer might have taken the wheel, Nation.
Let him have it.
Ooh, got a little tight coming off the corner. Good racing right here. Corey Cook is going to, he's trying to fend him off. Hal's going to send her down in here to turn 3 deep.
That's it, Hal, right there.
Good line right there, Hal Lamy. Got to get that run out of turn 3 and 4. Get him cleared here. Oh, no.
And that shit.
The Tim McBrayer
That's
trucking
where
car.
paint gets scratched. See that?
The
Yeah,
paint
I
got
saw
scratched.
Hal.
That was terrible net code. I'm going to go back and replay it, but it looked like net code to me.
I didn't see netcode.
I did, and I'm going to show you guys where I seen it because
Corey just said he bounced off the wall and hit me.
I'm going to go rear chase, though, because I'm pretty sure netcode got you before he did. So let's go ahead and back it up here some seconds. Burn it down with what?
Now.
Fire!
Fuck that fire.
You got to get the fire going, Nation. Come on.
Got to get the fire.
Gotta get the fire! Well, he's already wrecked here and there. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at it and see if the 2 cars actually ever do make contact right here. This is a battle for the 4th position between the 3 and the 61. 61 never touched the wall, and netcode got the hell out of both of you two.
He thought he bounced off the wall. He come over to the radio and said he was sorry.
No, he never touched the wall. And you see that it knocked. You got heavy wheel damage, Hal.
Oh, no doubt I can be able to turn this.
Yeah, you got some heavy. Well, your left front isn't wanting to cooperate. So one more time, we're going to take a look at it. And I'm not going to explain netcode tonight, but if you notice, the 61 will never physically touch the 3 car, and the 3 car will start wrecking before the 61 does. So let's watch it right here from the, oh yeah.
Bitch.
That's just a prediction model. I mean, the 61 come down from the top aggressively, and as he got close to the 3, you know, a little bit of lag in there, and boom. Sent them wrecking. But they were going to wreck if there hadn't been netcode because the 61 was still coming down.
Yeah, he just said he thought he was going to get me anyway.
Yeah, he would have got you even if there wasn't netcode. Man, Hal, you look like you had some speed, but I give you the good news. Want the good news? You got 2 fast repairs and a shot to go get the win tonight, man.
Me.
The
I
hood
got
come
nailed
up,
for speeding.
and he got busted for speeding. Oh, you got
Have to go
admin
to the end of the
privileges.
line.
Clear your black flag. You didn't lose a lap, did you?
I got a speeding penalty.
All right, so I don't know what's going on up front, and we are back on live.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there on the pit exchange. Some
What
guys must have
happened to
overshot their
Fagone?
pit.
Fagone had some
Something.
issues on pit road.
I don't
Looked
know
like-
why I actually got it, to be honest.
And
with
Dewar do 2 tires there, Tim?
Looks like
So we got a 2-tire Andewar. Tim Hamlet sitting in a good spot. Greg Rourke going to come out P3 here. Burt Wilson, watch out for Burt. He's strong at the end of these races.
you. Why is it telling me to let the pace car by?
Oh, you're a lap down, bub. Clear your fucking black flag.
Oh, he must have disconnected.
Who? Fagone?
Nation.
What do you mean? He
I
did.
don't know if I
He's
can.
gone.
Why did he leave?
I think he lost.
Where's
Lost,
the pace
it-
car at and shit?
Well,
Coming.
start finish
right now.
line.
Can I get away around, or am I gonna be more than 1 lap down?
Go behind the pace
do it.
car real quick and then get a wave around, Hal. Actually, you're behind the pace car already.
It's telling me to let pace car by. I don't know why.
We'll just clear. You're admin
Just clear the
privilege.
black flag. Go catch a field, Hal. Go catch a field. I have them, but I can't click on nothing in there to
It
do
won't
that with
let
my.
me. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right.
Yeah, it'll let you. Just have to clear the black flags.
I cleared penalties, but I understand why it kept telling me to let pace car by when I was on pit road with it.
Oh, Diana the Awesome is not over yet. We're going to have a green-white checker right here, and I can assure you that'll be awesome. Lots of races, won and lost over these things. I lost one the other night over it. But somebody is going to be the winner out of it.
Not huge usage on the left side, so I'm looking at my pit stop there. But I don't know how that bounce is going to work
Did
out.
some of them not pit?
I think the
One-
23 took 2. I believe, Tim, you're on 4 tires. I think the 48's on 4 tires, so that's going to be the breakdown right here. As you can see, these guys 2 by 2. Probably getting a 1 to go this time, Tim.
Yes, sir.
So it'll be 1 lap before we go back to green flag racing or green, white, checker. And it's nation's
Not telling
fault.
me to let the pace car by.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Alright.
What'll happen when it goes green, you'll get a black flag, and once the black flag's cleared, you're fine.
Yeah, but I'm a lap
Clear.
down, right?
Do you have a black flag right now?
No.
Okay, wait till you get the
Just
black
saying
flag.
let the pace car by. Let the
If
pace car
you
by.
stay with the field and you clear the black flag after you get it, you'll stay on the lead lap. is what we're telling you.
I don't know where I'm supposed to be, but don't tell me to line up. It just tells me to let the pace car by.
Just stay right where you're at. Line up right where you're at, back in the back there. And when it goes green, when you cross the start-finish line, you're going to get a black flag. So when you cross the start-finish line and get a black flag, go ahead and have your right-click on your name and have it up where you can clear it right when you go past the start-finish line. You got to do it within a few laps or it'll disqualify you from the race. Right, Tim?
That's correct.
All right, so 2x2 coming out of turn 4. We're going to be looking forward to the pace car getting his ass off the racetrack tonight. That Mustang's a little too slow for this field. He must have heard me because he dropped down to the bottom, and he's going to go to pit road. And Andujar's going to fire, and we're going to go back to green flag racing. I'm paying attention to these 4-tire guys. Greg Rourke, Tim Hamlet back here in a battle for second. You see not too far behind him, those that 70 car Burt Wilson as he tries to get dialed in. And I'll tell you another hungry guy is going to be that 10 car back there of Enrique. Oh, Rourke got around Tim, but Tim is going to go back. Oh, no. Look at this tight racing. 70 of Burt Wilson, 49 of Tim Hamlet. Joseph Andujar hung out to dry. Them 2 tires are going backwards. The battle up front is the 48, 49, and 70. Contact 70 into the back of the 49, and we're wrecking. So we are going to get another green-white checker.
My God.
Did it get Hal again? Oh, no, Hal. Both your tires, Hal. They both went through the goddamn fenders. So Hal Lamy caught up in it. Tim Hamlet took a little bit of got a bumper to the rear, but we're going to take a look at it one more time here. Burn it down with fire. Looked like coming down to the end, the 40 or the 70 car might have misjudged his run a little bit. Yeah, he just got a big run there and might have misjudged it, got to the back of the 49. And that's going to collect most of the field back there. As you can see, the McBrayer trucking car there of Hal Lamy going to drive right into the 49, nowhere to go. Both those cars, heavy wheel damage on them, serious damage on them. But you got another fast repair, Hal. And the good news is, I think this will be the second green-white checker, right, Tim?
That's correct.
So it will be the final one. This will be our final restart.
Round around with a hood on its windshield.
So we're going to see how it worked out here. 48 car is going to maintain first. 70 car, Burt Wilson in second. Rick Fagone in the 10 car. It's showing him up to the 3rd spot, but I'm showing now Fagone's on pit road. He got damaged from the wreck. 8 car got damaged, 49, 23's on pit road. A lot of cars. Look like a junkyard on pit road right now. Well, Hal Lamy making his way to pit road finally. Makes it hard to steer when those tires are like that, don't it, Hal?
Yeah, keep jerking.
Bouncing up and down and crap.
Ripping my wheel.
About rip it out of your hand, didn't it?
Yeah.
You might as well stay when you get that fast repair and get 4 fresh tires, too. Did you do that, Tim? They ain't going to hurt nothing because you guys are going to be coming up at the back anyway. So Ruart going to try to knock the pebbles off his tires here. Not very many guys escaped this one. Your top 4. Second place, though, was in fact involved in it because he's the one that got in the back of Tim and caused it. He just didn't receive a lot of damage from it. We do appreciate everyone that come out to race tonight, everyone that tuned in to watch the broadcast. I'll say rest in peace to our old friend Tim McBrayer. Some of us not really a friend, more like a brother. If we had a main ingredient at WFO Racing on how it got created, Tim McBrayer would be that ingredient.
For sure.
That right, Hal?
That's right. You put the players together to build it, so.
That was over 5 seasons ago now.
Yes, it was.
As these guys are 2x2. 5 seasons and 2.5 years or so. Been a hell of a ride, man.
Yeah, and a lot of fun.
I wish he's still with us to see where it's going and take that ride with us, Hal.
Yeah. He's right beside us.
He's watching us for sure.
That's right.
All right, Tim Hamlet, you got some cars in front of you. You and Hal Lamy, you guys think you can make your way back up here?
Well, I'm gonna get a run off this top side. I can guarantee that.
Hal, if I were you, I'd just wait for all them to crash and go up and steal you a win.
Yeah.
You got to have some kind of plan.
I thought I was going to miss that one, but I didn't.
All right, so it looks like the field's going to get the 1 to go this time. And I lied to Nation. I said we'd be done by 10, but guess what? It's 10:05. Two by two. Final green-white checker when they go back to green. This will be the last one. Next caution flag will, in fact, end the race. So it's either going to be a checkered flag that ends it in a couple of laps, or it's going to be a caution flag that ends it. But one of those two flags will end the race. Greg Ruark, number 48 car, your leader. Outside of him in seconds, the 70 of Burt Wilson. Running third right now, you'll see the 61 of Corey Cook. Short run speed, I'd watch out for that 61 car. Fourth position, the 10 car.
Sorry.
Rick Fagone leading the most laps tonight. Fifth spot back there, you got Mr. Blankenship, Steve Blankenship driving 8 car. Back in 6th, you'll see Tim Hamlet. And 7th is going to be Hal Lamy in that black McBrayer trucking car right there. Joseph Andewar going to be right next to Hal on this restart. All 8 cars, 2x2, so they're 4 rows deep right now. Pace car getting ready to make his way off the track, and we are getting ready to go back to racing the final time at Michigan. All right, the pace car says see you later. He's off the racetrack, and the 48 fires, and the field is back to green flag racing at Michigan Speedway. Greg Rourke in the 48. Going to take the 2 to go right now. 70 of Burt Wilson. 61 of Corey Cook looking to the inside. But look at the 10 car of Enrique going to hang it out on the outside. Try to get a run out there and maybe sneak by. Oh, we're watching that as the 70 has a little problem. Loses some speed, and the 10 car of Enrique is going to go for second. Tim Hamlet back in the 49 looking for a way around. Any way around, he'll take it. He's going to go to the bottom right here. We're going to wind up 3 wide. Tim Hamlet is going for it in full send mode. He's got a rear view mirror full of the 8 car Steve Blankenship. He's got a rear view mirror full of the 3 car Hal Lamy, who's got a rear view mirror full of the 02 car Leandro Castro. So that's going to be your racing on the white flag lap as we go to the front of the field. Greg Rourke is going to keep about 2/10 of a second right here. He's going to see if he can hang on in that Valvoline car for one more lap. He's going to have a little bit of a problem. The 10 car Rick Fagone looks like he gets a little run. Right down here in the turn 3 right now. The 48 car Greg Rourke leading it. The 10 car of Rick Fagone is all over him. Fagone going to go to the bottom. Rourke's going to throw the block. Greg Rourke is going to hang on with the 48 car and win at Michigan at the Tim McBrayer Memorial. What a finish. I can't call him the Momo Master no more. I now have to call him the Thrust Master. Ruark upgraded that wheel a few weeks back. Got him a racing rig finally. Got away from the Momo and the desk, and The 48 car is going to bring it home tonight in the Tim McBrayer Memorial. 66 laps with a couple of extra laps there for our overtimes, our green-white checkers. We did use both of those green-white checkers tonight. And, man, I'll tell you, all these guys put on one hell of a race on those last couple of laps there. You see the 3-car Hal Amy? That's going to be the McBrayer trucking car. What a familiar logo if you watched any of Tim McBrayer's YouTube videos. He used to have that on the side of his trucks in American Truck Simulator. So this one was for you, Tim McBrayer. We know you're watching over us, and we're going to keep digging, man. You see Greg Rourke right here taking the backwards lap. The Polish victory lap, isn't that what they call it?
Made famous by Alan Kowicki.
That's right. And I'm sure that it's in honor of Tim McBrayer. Let's get Rourke up here. Greg Rourke, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, man.
We got the Thrustmaster in the booth right here, bringing home the win tonight, man.
Yeah, hey, man. I really wanted to win that one for Tim. I miss that old guy.
You did it, man. We figured that's why you're doing the Polish victory lap here.
Yeah, don't need no smoke show for this one. You know, I miss the hell out of him. He was a hell of a good feller, and man, I miss swapping old trucking stories around with him. And
yeah, he had a lot of
cutting up with
those. He really, really good guy. I don't think that there was a soul who met Tim McBrayer that didn't like him. And if they
did, they weren't a good person. That's for damn sure.
That's exactly right. If they didn't, they had problems, didn't they, Greg?
That's right.
Tim had a heart of gold. He really did. And he brought so many of us together in WFO. He brought WFO together. I mean, that was the main ingredient. Without Tim, I would have never met Hal. Without meeting Hal, I probably would have never had the push to start the league. Right, Hal?
We did it because of Tim, yeah. That's how it happened. We put us together and we pushed to get it.
Yeah, I mean, he's really something. I'm really glad I got to get out front and win that one for him. But yeah, I mean, on a little lighter note though, I thank y'all again. I mean, for everything you do. I can't say it enough, and I know I say it every time I get to talk to you, but seriously, thank you guys. Putting this on for Tim, and and putting on the races all through the season, and everything that you do. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Well, you are welcome, Greg. Drivers like you are why we do it. Just the members over here. I mean, a lot of you guys have been here since the beginning, and sometimes we're more like a family than we even are a group of guys that come in here and race. So it's when we lost Tim McBrayer, it really hit home for a lot of us, and it's been. I told Nation earlier, it's been a weird year, and in the fact that I think many a times what I'd give for us to have another conversation with that guy, and I know
yeah.
I know that one day we're gonna all get the opportunity to do that, just at different times. And man, he's watching over us, like me and Hal say, and I think that the league's doing him proud.
I sure hope so, and like I say, yeah, I hope he got a good kick out of that, and if he was watching down from upstairs and had a ball, 'cause he's a special guy.
But you had a ball tonight in that race. You and that 10 car and the 49 went at it for quite a few laps tonight, Greg.
Well, I tell you what, I'm starting to figure this thing out slowly but surely. I finally am starting to find out what it takes to make this thing work on the long run again, which, historically I've always been good at it.
That's the key.
But there at the end, man, I thought I was a goner when I saw that 10 coming. I thought, oh man, because even though we only did a grand total of like 4 turns, apparently that was enough to get the goodie out of the tires.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
man, he was coming on like a house of fire. I mean, he was flying.
Yeah,
So,
he was definitely turning it on, especially that last lap there.
Man, if he'd had another 200 yards, he'd have had me dead to rights. There was no stopping him. But call to him, man. He ran a great race, and it was fun running with him. And it's been. I mean, it was a good race by everybody, for that matter. I mean, good clean race.
Yeah, it was. We didn't see very many. We had a mandatory caution on our Tim McBrayer there on lap 25, and what was the next caution was with contact with the 70 and you, Tim.
Yeah, that would have been the next one.
So a lot of green flag racing. You guys got to do green flag pit stops tonight, and it really cool. It wasn't the quantity of the field tonight; it was the quality of it.
That's it.
And
Absolutely.
you guys put on a hell of a show and a hell of a race for the fans and for me and Nation. I don't know what happened to Nation. Maybe power outage or something. Storm's going through his area too, possibly. But the storm stopped for us in Florida. I think Tim McBrayer might have had something to do with the storm stopping and my power stop flickering, Hal.
Probably.
No doubt in my mind.
Probably said that Vern needs to get back there and broadcast that race for them guys tonight. So,
absolutely.
And we had the greatest broadcaster of all time earlier with Nation.
I know. I mean, the
day is guess
what's that?
Our driver of the day is guess who?
Tim McBrayer.
Sir.
It is Tim
As it should
McBrayer.
be.
That's right.
More votes with the 25 on it. You finished second, Hal.
I know that. I was looking at Tim's.
I'm actually counting actual numbers of votes, and you actually finished second to Tim.
This is all about Tim.
Greg,
Absolutely.
good job, man. You got anyone?
Thanks for coming too.
You got
Hey, I
anyone
appreciate
else you
you
want
guys.
to thank? And how soon is it going to be before we can actually call you the Thrustmaster? How many wins? Let's set a win limit on it. That's how we'll do this. We'll set a win limit.
When I get a win at Pocono, that's when you can call it the Thrustmaster. You can call me the Thrustmaster.
All right. So you guys heard that. So we got to
It's
go to
gonna take a win at
Pocono
Pocono.
next season, Tim.
So what do
And-
we gotta do? Call you Momo T for now?
Ex Momo.
And we'll just have to call him. We'll have to call him Rourke. We can't. I mean, we can. He's not using the Momo no more, so he's not the Momo master. And he
Well,
can't.
I mean, or just the 48. Everybody calls me the 48.
We can
so-
call him Thrustmaster in training.
Yeah. How about a Thrustmaster wannabe?
Yeah, that's what I
There
am
you
right
go.
now. yeah. I'm
All
still
right,
learning.
where's Fagone, Dad? He's still in here. We need to drag him up here. He don't need to sit down there. Rick Fagone, you got a copy?
Yo, what's happening, Vern?
Oh, I meant to say Enrique Fagande
Close enough.
or Enrique. I can't remember it now. Del
Toro.
Toro,
Call
Fagande
me Rick.
Escobar McDaniel II. We'll call you Rick for short.
Rickard tonight.
Rickard. Man, you needed about 500 more feet there.
Yeah, I'm sitting here fishing over the replay here. I didn't see any damage on his car, but I'm pretty sure he had some because he was getting eaten up on the straightaways there on that last 2 laps. I think if I had another 500 feet, you probably would have got him. But no, that was good racing. I screwed up my pit stop. I slid through my box. I tried to go with a 2-tire stop, and I'd say I triple checked it and ended up checking 4 tires again. So trying to get that track position off pit road, and I ended up coming out 5th, 6th, somewhere back there. It was the big screw up on my part. But he had me, I think, in the short run, but when it come down to the long run, I think I was in a league of my own there for a little bit. But
Yeah, you had your hot rod, no doubt.
I need another 50% more fuel in these cars.
Gets tight, don't it?
No, I didn't really think so. Not if you were backing your corners up a little bit. It actually, I had a couple instances where I almost lost it. It got loose.
Oh,
I think it may have been lit from dipping below onto that bottom lane or whatever it was, but I felt the sensation that I was going around
With
a couple times.
100% fuel, you'd have really felt that sensation.
Yeah, the bottom lane, he is fucking poison. Drill real hard to really make good ground and maintain your tire life doing it. So.
Yeah, it's hard to stay under that first seam for any length of time and maintain the tire
once you
life
start
here.
pushing, you're scrubbing the speed right off, and you're also burning up the right front tire. So, I mean, it is what it is. But congratulate Gregory. That was a good race, and I enjoy racing with him all the time. He's a clean racer. Got a lot of respect for him. So, lose it to him like this, I guess that's how it goes.
He's a thrust master in training now.
Yeah, he is the thrust master.
In training.
Yeah.
In training.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's new to it.
He said he's got to win Pocono. Once he wins at Pocono with that wheel, then we can call him the thrust master.
Oh, we got this figured out. Hopefully, we just don't have Pocono on the list anywhere. We got to race it anywhere. So.
Well, Tim.
That's how I feel about that fucking dump.
I think Tim Hamlet will have a.
Pennsylvania, I apologize. The place is terrible.
I think, Greg, if you got to talk to anyone, it'd be Tim Hamlet. He might have a big hand in this.
Yeah,
next season's schedule. Yeah.
Greg only has bad luck at Pocono, and the 3 sends it wide open in there.
Oh, Lord.
Make sure you pay your lobbyist. Greg, do you have damage?
Yeah, I got the wall coming off 4, but I mean, I just barely touched it. It shouldn't have been enough to affect it.
I think it was tires.
Yeah.
I seriously think it was the tires.
2 tires.
I think it was the tires too.
I got sideways and scrubbed quite a bit, so
it's going to depend on the Pocono whether tire racing fixes the
I don't know.
draft package.
It might have just been the way Rico Suave was driving that car.
Well, he had me on the short runs. Give it to him. He was fast.
Man, you guys put on a good show. In fact, all 3 of you guys did. Rick, Greg, Tim, all 3 of you put on a good show for a while there.
I like Michigan. You've got to be real consistent each lap, and it's really about rhythm. You've got to keep your rhythm through the whole run, the duration of it. No, Christ, only 24 laps. It's really not a long run, so you can't lay back and save tires. Not with 50% fuel. Tires are really out the window at that point.
It was definitely a great race to honor an even greater man. And
yeah, I wish I had the opportunity to know him. I know you guys have all spoke highly of him. I heard he was a maniac behind the wheel, but when he got here at this track, he just like a fish out of water.
He was funny as heck behind the wheel. The fish in water. He loved Michigan, favorite racetrack, and the K&N car was obviously his favorite car. And the race at 66 laps, he was 66 when we lost him. And the caution at 25 was his car number. So
really, no kidding.
That was the number significance tonight. We wanted to do a lap for every year that Tim McBrayer was on the earth with us. And
yeah.
Well, my hat goes off to him, his family, all of his friends. Oh, he must have been a hell of a guy, anyways. Because
he was a legend.
You guys talk highly.
The farming legend, the trucking legend.
Yes, sir.
On YouTube, he was a legend, and he brought a lot of really good people together over the years, and I think that's what the community that he left behind it's really been incredible. It's been an incredible community and group of people, and a lot of us still keep in contact and talk. That's what's even more incredible about it, and.
We all do the racing bit for fun, but it's obviously there's a lot more to it than just coming out here and playing a game. There's a lot of talking back and forth. And it's a brotherhood. I mean,
it is. It really
respect
is
for everybody in here, and you become friends with complete strangers. In most instances, you will never meet these people in person, but who knows, right? Small world.
Yeah, I think, and I keep saying this, and I know it's one thing to say it and another to do it. That was one of my goals with Tim was to go to Warrior, Alabama.
That was one of mine too.
And meet that old guy one day, and it never happened.
That's too bad.
But maybe I'll go through Warrior and visit his final resting spot. Man, good job tonight, all you guys. I think we got, one more interview? You got anyone you want to thank, Rick?
Oh, I got to thank you guys for putting this on. All the time spent gabbing back and forth, and Nation for most likely going to bed early tonight. I haven't heard him, so I'm assuming he's gone.
We were
Fuck
hoping
you,
it.
Nation.
We were hoping it was just like maybe a quick power outage or something for him, but he abruptly disconnected during the race at some time tonight.
Oh, he spilt his beer, called it quits.
He
I don't
might
blame you.
have. He might have. Got his pants all wet. Fuck it, gonna call it a night. His wife might have went up and turned his laptop off. Who knows?
Yeah. If she'd watched any of the recent broadcasts, she'd probably go up there and fucking beat the living shit out of him with a bat or something.
Towards the end
Talking
of the
bad about him.
season, it was
My
going
lady,
pretty
I'd
bad.
Fucking nuded.
Towards the end of the season, it was looking pretty bad for Nation.
Getting pretty lippy.
Maybe Tim shut his internet off for having his YouTube.
He might have. Tim might have paid him back for the whole YouTube deal where he got Tim McBrayer banned.
Oh man.
That was all in good times, though.
Like Finland banned, done for good.
No, he got his
Make a
whole
return.
YouTube banned.
He got his YouTube suspended for 6 months.
Oh,
Was it
terrible.
a fucking music snippet? Holy fuck.
They were
Nation,
not.
what are we going to do with you?
That
Never
was
learned.
terrible for him because that's all he really had, you know.
That's a heartbreaker.
He had to start the 2 channel. Remember that, Hal?
Yeah.
But
well, remember that night I set him up with Twitch and all that? And he was,
yes,
Twitch. I ain't twitching. What's the matter? I don't know what that Twitch is.
that was the night that
Yeah.
he was. That was the night he got banned from YouTube.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah, it was.
it was
It was
bad.
awful.
He was upset.
He was cussing Garrett. He was cussing Nation. He was.
Yes, he
was
was.
tore up.
He cussed me for it.
Oh yeah.
And you set him up with Twitch, and he got just when he got back to streaming, he was anything that you did with him. He was like a little kid. He would just be tickled to death with no matter what help you give him.
Mm-hmm.
Funniest part I can remember is when we used to go down his room after the races there, and Don did nothing to him, man, and it got him all riled up, man. And we went down his room, and Don was silently in his room, didn't say a word, right? And he goes, "It ain't you, Vern. It's that goddamn Don." Don goes, "What the hell did I do?"
Tim was mad.
Here?
He
That
was
was
mad, and I
funny.
asked him. We
Oh,
went
he
in
was
there.
mad.
I'm like, Tim, what's wrong, buddy? I don't want to talk about it. I said, are you mad at me? He said, it's not you, it's Don. Don said, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's not you,
Tim didn't
Vern,
know
it's
he was in
Don.
there. Not you, it's Don.
Man, there were some crazy times. Big Becky. Tim Hamlet knows all about that.
Oh Lord.
Big Becky.
Oh yeah. Was it
Montana.
350 on?
Montana.
Tim
played right with that, too.
Tim and Montana used to pass Big Becky back and forth, didn't they?
Yeah, trucking with her.
Trucking with her. I'll drop her off the next truck stop, Tim. You can have her.
Or get ice cream.
Man, we could sit all night and talk about those memories and stories. Or if people wanted, they could look Tim the Trucking Legend up on YouTube and
Watch his farming and his trucking videos.
watch his farming and his old trucking videos.
If you
Sometimes
watch it,
Sometimes you see my racing.
you'll know.
Mhm.
You'll notice one thing he does in his little trademark when he was doing iRacing is he would drive with one hand, and the other hand was smoking a cigarette.
smoking a cigarette
Yeah.
with the other hand.
Never changed. He could not drive with one hand.
And I'll
Or
tell you
with-
right now, if you were racing with that man and he started humming, watch out.
Yep, he come on pit road, man, took out the leaders, and in the middle of a race, Vern was admin.
When he started humming, he was nervous. So he'd get nervous racing and he'd start humming, and it was game on. I was
Vern calls the penalty on him and all that, and he says to Vern, "Excuse me,
I was dead stick." Me and him were racing in the trucks over at another league. We're racing in the trucks in one of the league races there, And I told him, I said, look, Tim, I said, I'm going to get on your bumper and I'm going to push your ass all the way to the front of this field. So all you need to do is hang on to it. Just hang on, keep her to the floor, right? And we go through there, and I push him all the way up to probably second or third. And I'm not kidding you. I knew I was in trouble because all I heard on the radio was, and I'm like, Tim, I said, no sense in being nervous, man. Let's get her done. Oh, we're going fast now, Vern. We're going fast. And then I knew it was coming, but I kept pushing anyway. Finally, and the whole thing blew up, man. We were crashing all over the place, and I said, you got nervous? He said, I did, and I just lost it, Vern. I'm sorry. He said, but we were beating their butts. We were fast. He got nervous. I pushed him up there, and he got nervous, and we ended up wrecking the field. That was a good racing moment. The night, though, I'll tell you, I think one of the funniest things I seen was when he was streaming that race, Hal, and you can find this if you find one of his iRacing streams. But Eli Green. Tim somehow gets wrecked in the wall, and Eli's in the same channel as him, and Tim just rips Eli a new ass. You put me in the wall. Yeah, you were there, Hal. You put me in the wall.
Behind him.
Eli said, I didn't put you in the wall, Tim. He said, you put me right in the wall. And Eli said, I'm 5 positions ahead of you. Well, you still put me in the wall. He was mad.
Oh.
Garrett Robinson.
Garrett would get him fired up.
Well, Garrett was like a grandson to Tim. He really was. Garrett, you call him on the phone every day, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of stuff would you get him going on, Garrett?
All kinds of stuff.
You guys remember William?
Yeah.
I
That hit his shit in the lakes on Farming Simulator?
Yeah.
You remember that night that he got on there? And he took that big tractor and flipped Tim over in his pickup.
Was that the night he begged Tim to let him back in there?
Yes. And we told Tim to let him back in, and he come back in, and they got in that multiplayer, and he's like, he can't, William, don't do that. The whole stream. Don't do that, William. You can't do that. Where's my tractor? He took all Tim's equipment and hid it. And he put some of the shit in ponds. Literally. And
Hot cows. Tim didn't want them.
so we talked Tim into letting this guy back in. And the first thing he does is he goes and buys he went and bought the biggest tractor he could with Tim's money. Remember, Hal? And that tractor come in, and he took that tractor, and Tim was driving around the farm in his pickup truck. And William goes over and flips his truck over. He said, now I'm stuck.
Man.
Those were great times.
What about that time I first set up his
That was fun.
Why does it keep echo?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. That's all he kept saying, and he wasn't. It was just
Garrett, get in
repeating.
here and fix it. Garrett, get in here.
Garrett, get in here and fix this.
I gotta find that video.
Find that video and post it. You will.
That is fun.
That was right when Tim first started streaming. Remember, Garrett?
Yep.
But
yeah, it was like his first video.
probably another funny moment was when he got that green screen.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I wish I could find that.
Man, it's hot in here, bro.
He said, I'm sweating. I said, what's the temperature outside? He said, like 38 degrees. I said, what
He said,
the?
but it's 100 in my house.
Why the fuck are you sweating? He said, it's about 100 degrees in my house. I said, who turns their fucking heat up that high? He said, it's these lamps. I said, how many watt light bulbs were in it? I said, those should only have, 40-watt bulbs in it. He said,
Oh
20.
no, they're 1,000 watts.
Yeah, they're 1,000 watts. I said, bullshit. You don't need 1,000 watts. He said, they said 1,000 watts on the box and there's 6 of them.
And his brother used to get after him all the time. I said, Tim, you wait till he gets that electric bill. Oh, shit, he said.
He's sitting there getting sunburned.
We told him the astronauts could see him from the space station. He made Warrior, Alabama visible from the International Space Station that night.
His brother would get on him big.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They would fight. It was funny.
Remember that time he come in through his clothes?
Landed the underwear on his head. Remember that, Garrett?
No, I don't remember that.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
He come in and threw his clothes and landed underwear right on Tim's head when he was streaming.
Here we go.
Did you find it? I got it. You just posted in the Discord.
Hold on, I gotta make sure this is the right. It sounds like it, but hold on.
Oh, you'll know it because it kept repeating for the whole video. I got it. I got it.
Got so excited, man. Then it broke, and he's like, get in here, fix it.
Garrett, fix this. We would spend, I don't know, just countless hours with this guy, week in and day out, really.
After every race, too.
When we got done racing, we'd be down there, and most of the time Tim was already trucking or farming. There it is. That's it. I know it by that stupid truck that he had, Garrett. All right, I think I can open this up and play it on my YouTube stream. Oh, it says it's unavailable. Who disabled this?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't think you'll be able to see it in Discord. You'll have to go to YouTube to see it.
Yeah, you gotta go to YouTube.
When did they
Play
start
back.
doing this?
I don't know.
Well, let me click on the main link.
Yeah, it says on a bit of video unavailable. Watch on YouTube.
Yeah, it must be something between. I wonder if it's going to do that on all of our links now.
I don't know.
Where you can't stream them in Discord anymore. It might be something new that come up. We're going to kill the overlays, and we'll play this right on a broadcast for a minute. I don't think it was.
Oh man, I got it.
This is the cool guy right here.
Let me turn this up some.
There you go.
Here it comes. Oh man, I got it. But with
All right, I'll see you.
all right,
There you
thank
go.
you, man. Thank you, sir. Here it comes. Oh man, I got it. All right, let me get in there and see if it
All
works.
right, I'll see you.
All right,
There you
thank
go.
you, man. Thank you, Garrett. Here it comes. Oh
You're so
man,
welcome.
I got it.
Anytime you need something, just come to me.
You
You can come to me anytime you need something. All right, I'll see you.
All right,
There you
thank
go.
you, man. Thank you, Garrett. Here it comes. Oh
You're so
man,
welcome.
I got it.
Anytime you need something,
guess I'll
just
go
come to
let
me.
Vern know that I got your stuff working.
You can come to me anytime you need something. All right, I'll see you.
Is he even
All
still
right,
here?
thank you, man. Thank you, Garrett. Yeah. Oh,
You're so
man,
welcome.
I got it.
Anytime you need
guess
something.
If I can get it to run, get going.
There you go.
It ain't going. Oh man, I got it.
What is it?
It ain't cranking up. But
All right, I'll see you.
all right,
There you
thank
go.
you, man.
What ain't
Thank you,
cranking up?
sir. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it live, but I haven't got it turned
All
on.
right, I'll see you.
All right,
There you
thank
go.
man.
Guys, I'm going to take off. Y'all be
All
cool.
right, I'll see you.
All right,
There you
thank
go.
you, man. Thank you, sir. Here it comes.
I need to
oh
go back
man,
in it for
I got
you.
it.
3 pieces.
I I need to go back in it for you. Alright, I'll see you. There you go.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Garrett. Here it comes. Oh,
You're so
man,
welcome.
I got it.
Anytime you need something, just come to me.
One thing, he got it.
You can come to me anytime you need something. Alright, I'll see you. There you go.
Man. Thank you, Garrett. Here it comes. Oh,
You're so
man,
welcome.
I got it.
Anytime you need something, I'll go let Vern know that I got your stuff working. You can come to me anytime you need something. I'll see you. Is even still here?
Thank you, Garrett. Yeah.
Tim, you're so welcome.
I got it.
Anytime
Yeah.
you need something.
Garrett hollered
Did you get
for
it?
Tim.
I've got it on. I'm trying to get it to run.
Hold on, I'll go in. I'll
had it
go
running
into
the
it
whole
for you
time.
and fix it. There you go.
It ain't oh, going man, I got
Okay.
it.
What is it? Okay, Tim.
It ain't cranking up. But
Alright, I'll see you. Can you hear me? There you go.
man.
What ain't cranking
Yeah, I can
up?
hear you. Oh,
My
man,
game.
I got it.
You want me to go back in it for you and fix it?
I'm looking at it live, but yeah, it ain't cranking
I'll
up.
see you. There you go. Hold on.
Looks like you're gonna have to go back in there and crank it up or something. But
Alright, I'll see you. There you
thank
go.
you, man. Thank you.
Hold on just a second.
Oh,
Go back in
man,
it for
I got
you.
it. All it's doing is re-saying everything we said
I
on
need to get
there.
back in it for you.
Get mad now.
There you go.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Garrett. Oh,
You're so
man,
welcome.
I got it.
Anytime you need something, just come to me.
All it's doing is re-saying
You can come to me
everything.
anytime you need something. I'll see you. There you go.
Man. Thank you, Garrett. It's repeating
You're so
everything we
welcome.
said.
I'll go let Vern know that I got your stuff working. You can come to me anytime you need something. I'll see you. Is even still here?
Thank you, Garrett. Yeah.
Tim, you're so welcome.
I got it.
Anytime
Yeah.
you need something. Did you get it? Your team viewer
I've
back
got it
up.
on. I'm trying to get it to run.
Hold on, I'll go in. Hear me? I'll go into it for you and fix it. There you go.
It ain't. Oh,
Tim,
man, I got
okay.
it. Why
What is it?
Why does it keep on
Okay,
saying
Tim.
everything we said over and over and over again?
Alright, I'll see you. Can you hear me? There you go.
Man,
What ain't
yeah, I can hear you.
What?
Oh,
My
man, I
game.
got it. Oh, shit.
You want me to go back in it for you and fix it?
I'm looking
can't
at it
handle
live,
this.
but yeah, it ain't cranking
I'll
up.
see you. There you go. Hold on.
Looks like you're gonna have to go back in there and crank it up or something. But
Alright, I'll see you. There you
thank you,
go.
man. Thank you.
Hold on just a second.
Oh,
Go back in
man,
it
I
for
got
you.
it. All it's doing is re-saying everything we said
I
on
need to get
there.
back in it for you. Alright, I'll see you. There you
Thank you,
go.
man. Thank you, Garrett. Oh,
You're so
man, I
welcome.
got it.
Anytime you need something, just come to me. You can come to me anytime you need something. Alright, I'll see you. There you go.
Man, thank you, Garrett. It's repeating
You're so
everything we
welcome.
said.
Anytime you need something, I'll go let Vern know that I got your stuff working. You can come to me anytime you need something. I'll see you. Is even still here?
Man, thank you, Garrett. Yeah.
Tim, you're so
Man,
welcome.
I got it.
Anytime
Yeah.
you need something. Did you get it? Your team viewer
I've got
back
it
up.
on. I'm trying to get it to run. Do what, Garrett?
Hold on, I'll go in. And hear me? I'll go into it
Yeah,
for
I'm
you and
hearing
fix it. There you go. Tim.
It's repeating everything we said.
What is it?
Why does it keep on
Okay,
saying
Tim.
everything we said over and over and over again? I got my truck running now, but every damn thing we said
What?
keeps repeating. I got it. Oh shit! I
You want me to go
can't
back in
handle
it for you and
it.
fix it?
I'm looking
can't
at it
handle
live,
this.
but yeah, it ain't cranking
I'll
up.
see you. There you go. Hold on.
We gotta fix this. Go back in there and crank it up.
That is insane.
Everything we
I'll
said,
see
it
you.
keeps re-saying.
There you go.
Thank you, man.
Hold on just a second.
Oh,
Go back in
man,
it
I
for
got
you.
it. All it's doing is re-saying everything we said on
Get
there.
back in it for you. Alright, I'll see you. There you go.
Man, thank you, Garrett. Oh,
You're so
I
welcome.
got it.
Anytime you need something, just come to me. You can come to me anytime you need something. Alright, I'll see you. There you go.
Man, thank you, Garrett. It's repeating
You're so
everything we
welcome.
said.
Anytime you need
Garrett, was that in fact his first stream?
Yeah, it was his very first stream.
I thought that it was. I couldn't remember. That's just crazy. Good times, man. And there were a lot of them like that. So if you guys want to go and check that out, do it.
Probably hear us on the videos.
Yeah, and I meant to interview Corey Cook, and I missed it. We started talking about Tim, but I think Corey will understand and get over it.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think we're probably going to call it a night for the stream tonight. I want to congratulate Greg Ruark one more time on his win tonight here in the Tim McBrayer Memorial. What a fitting weekend for it coming up, too.
Yep.
So it worked out really good. And, I mean, one more time, rest in peace, Tim McBrayer. One day we're all going to meet up again and laugh about all these crazy times that we had on here.
Forever in our hearts, always on our minds.
That's right. The legend. I'm going to blow my iRacing thing back up so I can exit it. All right, we want to thank everyone that come out and raced tonight with the WFO Racing League for this special event. We do really appreciate everyone that tuned into the broadcast. I can still see there's about 8 of you watching right now. Thank all of you. We're going to be putting some broadcasts on and off. We'll do some throughout the off season when we start doing some recruiting and stuff. Plus, we'll do the Monday night thing and do some broadcasts for that for the super late models. And other than that, not too long before we probably start putting up some recruitment or some fun races or something here. Right, Tim? It'll be pretty soon. So, till the next time that we see you guys, be safe out there.
Thank you for coming out.
Adios, amigos.
Have a good night.